Germany's parliament is diving into a heated debate over whether to ban the Alternative for Germany AfD party, but not everyone agrees this is the right time, especially with the national election just weeks away. Carmen Weg, a lawmaker from the center-left SPD, is now one of the main voices behind this proposal. She argues that discussing the dangers posed by AfD is necessary to protect democracy. What a joke. But even within her own party, there is a hesitation. Chancellor Olaf Scholz has warned that a failed attempt to ban the AfD can backfire. On 29th of January, the lawmakers voted on whether to ask Germany's top court to assess if AfD is unconstitutional or not. If approved, it would have been the first step towards banning the party, though few believe that the motion will pass. The opponents for the ban fear that it will only strengthen AfD's appeal by fueling its argument that the mainstream politicians are trying to silence the supporters. AfD's chancellor candidate, Alice Weidel, has slammed the move as completely absurd, saying that it exposes the anti-democratic attitude of its critics. However, one must note that the Germany's constitution does allow banning of political parties that seek to undermine democracy. But it is not an easy task. Since World War II, only two parties have been banned, one the neo-fascist and one communist. More recent attempts to ban the extremist parties like the NPD have already failed. The AfD has been under growing scrutiny, with some members labeling it as extremist. Even by the state intelligence agencies has labeled it as a threat to the democracy. And so the calls to ban the party have intensified last year after reports surfaced that AfD officials attended a secret meeting where they discussed to deport migrants and the citizens that have criminal records. Despite this, many politicians argue that the best way to defeat AfD is through elections and not legal bans. The conservative leader Alexander Dobrindt has warned that it is trying to outlaw a party that can actually make it stronger by casting it as a victim. As the 23rd February election approaches, the debate over AfD's future is heating up, raising tough questions about democracy, extremism, and how to handle the rising political tensions. Germany's constitution has been designed in such a way that it prevents another takeover of the rising parties, allowing a ban over the allegations that it is using democracy to undermine democracy. But here's a twist. AfD isn't breaking any rules. They are just winning, and that is exactly why the elites can't handle. AfD's rise isn't just a German issue anymore. It is catching up the international attention too. Elon Musk, one of the Donald Trump's closest ally, has also made waves at the AfD rally by praising the national pride and rejecting multiculturalism. His words were met with roaring applause, proving how much AfD's message is resonating with the frustrated Germans. And actually, the frustration is very real. They are tired of soaring taxes, suffocating regulations, and government that prioritizes migrants over its own citizens. And so AfD is offering an alternative. And people are listening loud and clear. So, with an election approaching, the party numbers are climbing fast, making it a real threat to the establishment's grip on power. And Scholz, well, he is terrified. He knows that a massive defeat is on the horizon, and the idea of Germany shifting gears towards AfD's vision has him sweating bullets. The fear is surreal, and the desperate attempt to ban AfD is a proof that the ruling elites are running out of tricks. Remember the good old days at the playground? One kid plays too well, dominates the game, and suddenly the sore losers gang up, calling him a cheater and refuses to play with him. Nostalgic, right? Fast forward to adulthood, and guess what? The same thing is happening, just on a way bigger stage. Berlin is now the playground, and the losing kids, German lawmakers are losing their minds over AfD's rising success. The Conservative Party is playing by the rules, gaining massive support and climbing up the polls, but the establishment can't handle it. So what's their master plan? Well, ban AfD from the game entirely. Yes, you heard it right. Instead of beating them fair and square, they want to erase them from the elections. Now that is some next level pettiness.